Alright, welcome back to Cryptics. Let's continue our adventure. We're off to the mines of Hyde. Alright, we're back underground and we're going to be dealing with this mission. Okay, so for this one, there's a lot of special rules going on. First of all, there's no flying, alright, which kind of sucks because this whole section down here, we can't actually get to it unless you jump these massive gaps, and that's going to be a very high agility check you're going to have to do. There's going to be a couple of enemies. We are going to be controlling Damocles as well for this one. He's a boss we just beat in the previous mission. He's over here. We're going to go read his card later when he activates. For the first turn of the game, he's going to go to the end of the line. And lastly, we do need to keep track of the turns. On the fourth turn of the game, something special is going to happen. We're going to have to read the book. All right, instead of using the time tokens, I'm just going to be tracking it with a die. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit. All right, so let's give this a good shuffle. I'm not sure what I wanted to do as a strategy. Yeah, we'll see who activates first, and we'll decide from there. So it looks like Nightingale's up, then Patrick, then Remy, then the animates. Okay, well this is a... well, I don't have to move. Damocles is already at the end. Okay, so this is not a bad flop. I'm probably gonna try to go in as much as I can and deal with the Blight Guardian before the animates go. But let me just double check here. 1, 2, because this is a rough terrain here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This guy, if he's here, he's going to be able to attack anyone that's on this tile. All right, so we're probably going to get attacked by the animates in melee. All right, anyway, it doesn't matter. So let's go. Let's get to it here. Nightingale's going to go first. Okay, so for Nightingale, one thing that I maybe did screw up is I put her all the way at the end of the line. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because now she's gonna have to spend a lot of SP to get anywhere that she wants to go. Like for example, she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 just to get into this spot right over there. So that's gonna cost her 2 SP, and unfortunately if she uses 2 SP, then she won't have enough to do an attack. So she's got to choose whether to move and do nothing or pop her once per encounter build just so she can attack. I think we have no choice, unfortunately. Once per encounter, let's do it. It's going to give me an extra 2 SP. I'm going to give everyone else 1 SP. Quick. There you go. Next, let's spend 2 SP to move. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8 movement in total. So like I said before, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8 to go right over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 SP to do down the masses, which allows me to attack 2 different characters in my or make 2 different range attacks against 2 different characters. So that's what I'm going to do, because what I want to do is attack both the Blight Guardian and the Animate. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was her movement. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Her range is 5 because she gets a +1 because of her arrows. So this is good. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're good. Now, she's going to get a -1 to both of her attacks because I am shooting through hindered terrain. But it is what it is. So let's go back. Oops. Let's go back to her stuff here. So I already paid for the attack. Now I'm going to be rolling a red and a green. Red and a green. So who do I want to attack first? Now the reason it's very important who I want to attack first, because then afterwards I could exhaust my gun, and that allows me to attack somebody else in my SOI, or somebody else that besides the target I just attacked. So I can technically do like an attack, exhaust my gun, and then another attack, or do the other way around. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to take out this Blight Guardian. So I'm going to attack him first. So what's his defense? His defense is, let's go get his card. It is 13, and he has the ability that if we miss, he causes disease to everyone around him, but there's nobody in his adjacent to him, so we're gonna just ignore that for now. Let's just see if we can hit 13. All right, well that's a great way to start. All right, so let's see. What's that? 16 minus 13. We're already looking at 3 damage. Let's see. Double shield is +3, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Now he doesn't have armor, so that's going to be an extra 3. So that's going to be 9 damage in total. Let me double check. Yeah, he's got no armor. So let's give him 9 damage. Not bad for a first attack. Is there anything else I could have exhausted for that? Not really. I'm going to do my Paradigm Assault while it's here. Now, what should I do with Paradigm Assault? Now, the only person I can actually target with my Paradigm Assault, I believe, is Patrick. So let me give him a haste token. Give him that. It's going to give him an extra SP to maybe get in there and deal some more damage. I think that's it for the first attack. So now, again, I'm going to attack the second character because of Down the Masses. And I'm obviously going to go after this animate. He's in my line of sight and he's in within 5. I believe it's the arrows over here. Yeah, +1 to my range right there. So that's fine. Let's do it. Oh, what's their defense? It is also 13. So it looks like I'm fighting a bunch of 13 defense monsters. So let's see what happens. Oh, wow. I'm rolling really well. So this is going to be practically the exact same roll. This is going to be 15 minus 13 is 2 damage. Double shield +3 is 5 damage. Now they have armor. All right, but I'm going to exhaust my gun to get armor piercing 3. So that's going to be just 5 damage. Well, right now, what I'm going to do is I could exhaust an arrow to unexhaust this weapon. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exhaust, let's say this, to unexhaust this. And then I'm going to exhaust this to, after resolving an attack, you may make an attack against a different target, which is what I was explaining before. And I'm going to do it a different target. It's going to be the Blight Guardian again. All right, so I'm trying to hit 13. Now I could empower this, but no, you know what? I'd rather keep my SP in case I need to use it to dodge. Yeah, let me use it for dodging. So let's do this. Oh, wow, 15. I'm rolling nothing but 15s and 16s. This is really awesome. So it's going to be 15 minus 13 is 2. Double shield is 5. He's got no armor. +3. That's going to be 8 damage in total. So let's give him a 5 and change this to a 6. Boom, and just like that, he's at 17 out of 30. He's almost dead. Nightingale is awesome. All right, that's all she's gonna do. I mean, while I'm here, I can do my mend, get my mend tokens ready, or my heal tokens ready. She did pop her ability, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I didn't even have to use Kill the Messenger, which would have been nice. Actually, I would have got a star and dealt even more damage. And she is done for the round. Okay, let's actually zoom in. Let me move this map up a little bit. Okay, so next up is going to be Patrick. I think pretty simple for him. He's going to try to get in there and finish off the Blight Guardian. Alright, so for Patrick, let's start off by doing Proof of Divinity, which allows me to give out a Courage token to somebody in my SOI. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to, he's right here, I'm just going to give it to Remy. Because she needs some help doing extra damage, and those tokens always help a lot. I could have also given it to Nightingale, but she already activated, so maybe she won't need to use it right away. So let's do it. So he's gonna move. Is he in hindered terrain? No. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna cost him 7 movement to get there. But he's okay because he's at 5 because of somebody popped. Sorry, Nightingale popped her thing, so that was +1 plus a haste, an extra +1, so he starts at 5. All right, so let's spend 2 to move, and then 2 to attack. All right, so that's gonna be 4. So my movement is 6. Now I did change my armor here. I didn't realize the other one was heavy, so I replaced it with a non-heavy one. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8 movement in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to stay right over here, and hopefully with one shotgun blast will be enough to take him out. All right. So like usual, I'm going to be rolling a couple of green and a black for Patrick. Oops, some tokens are falling off. So what am I trying to hit? 13 again? Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty easy to take him down. Wow, that's a pretty horrendous roll. These are like rolling a couple of 2s on this dice. So that's a complete whiff. I'm going to have to attack again. Oops. Keep hitting the map tiles. Okay, so first one's a miss. Now I have to sort of hit on this one. I don't really have a choice. And there you go. That's a lot better. Okay, so maybe I'm going to roll off the table. So here we go. So it's going to be 16 minus 13 is 3 damage. Now for the shotgun, as you already know, every double shield is 3 damage. So we're already looking at plus 6 on the black die. So that's 9. Double shield here, 12. The star is an extra plus 3, 15. Yeah, so that's going to be 15 damage in total. Guess what? 15 plus all that, more than 30. He's going to die. Boom. Just like that, we took out a blade. Oh, I did forget to reshuffle my combat loot from the previous mission. Sorry about that. Let's cut this. Let's see what we get. It's 8 coins. Okay, so after the shot, 2 double attacks. Remember, the shotgun attacks twice, so we did that. It is going to flip over. By the way, I could have also exhausted it so that the books deal extra damage. Let's just say I did that. So who knows how much damage I ended up doing in the end. Alright, but now he's got 1 SP. I'm going to use Blood Toll, which gives me back 2 SP, but also damages me for 2. Just like that. And I did that because now I can spend 2 SP to flip my gun around. Because if not, it's going to be on its crappy side. I'm just going to get ready for next turn. I think that's all I'm going to do. Oh, sorry. I have to leave the gun exhausted if I used it. Sorry, if I used the ability on it. So he is good. So now it's going to be Remy's turn. Okay, so, man, I don't know what to do with Remy, actually. I don't think it's a good idea for me to jump in there and be by myself and then have them attack me. Because then they're going to get some empowered attacks using their melee, which I don't really want. So I have a couple of choices. I can either move her here to be in the same line as these characters, but then they're both going to attack Nightingale because the tiebreaker is the initiative row. Or I can place myself maybe 1 step closer here in hindering terrain, so I would get a +1. Plus I would have all my dodges. And there's a good chance they don't deal me any damage, even if they're going to attack twice each with Chains of Perdition. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let me stay right here. It doesn't really matter. Next, what I'm going to do is, like the shadows, to move 2 spaces. I'm going to go 1, 2, and hide right over here in the hindering terrain. So I'm going to have great defense. I'm probably going to have 13 plus my dodge roll. I think I'll be fine. So that's all she's going to do. All right, play a bit safe. Next, we're going to have the animates go. Okay, so let's look at their card. So they're the same as usual. Chains of Perdition, they attack again if their first attack hits. Heavy cleave, so their first melee attack each round is empowered, so on and so on. Okay, so well, that kind of sucks. I did forget that they healed, so they're gonna heal for 4. We are gonna activate the red one first. So it's gonna go to 1 damage. So is there somebody Jason knows? Is somebody in their SOI? 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe that's why I didn't want to go there, because now I'm gonna be in the SOI and have to take an attack. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that was a stupid move. Maybe I would have stayed right over here. All right, yeah. Let me not take that that darkness attack. I'm just gonna have them do their crappy last ability. Okay, can I move and attack somebody within range 4? Yes. All right, so this one's gonna move just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he can attack all the characters. At this point, I think he's still gonna attack Nightingale because her tiebreaker is the yeah, because it doesn't specify anything, so it's going to be Nightingale. So his attack is a green and a red. What I'm going to do is, can she dodge at all? Yeah, she's got the Lonely Mountain ability here. So she's going to exhaust this to dodge. Something I just picked up last mission. So she's going to do that. Do that. Gonna dodge. So 10. So that was a miss, and she didn't really need to dodge because it would have missed anyway. All right. Now he's not gonna do his Chains of Perdition because the attack missed. So now this one's gonna activate, and he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he's gonna stop there. He wouldn't have gone through the middle because he's in his way. So he's gonna stop there. Now he's in range 4 of 2 characters. Patrick and Nightingale, and I believe this attack's going to be against Patrick because of the initiative row. Okay, so again, it's going to be the same thing. Let me look at Patrick's cards. Yeah, he has to take it. He's got no dodging abilities whatsoever. So let's see what happens. Wow, okay, this is going to be a hit. So his defense is... Alright, it's going to be base of 9 plus 2, which is... sorry, 3, which is 12 plus 1, because I'm hindering terrain, 13. So it's 14 minus 13 is 1 damage. Now, for these guys, each shield is 1, each star is 2. So it's going to be 3 damage in total. But I think I have some armor. Yeah, I got 2 armor, so that's going to be 1 damage in total. That's not so bad. Right? And then he's going to attack again. So again, defense, I have 13 because of hindering terrain. And there you go. 14 minus 13. Again, it's the same roll. It's going to be 1 plus 2. It's going to be 3 damage in total. I have 2 armor. So that's going to leave 1 damage left. Cool. And he attacked again because of Chains of Perdition. And that's about it. Alright, so Zeke is up last. He's my magic dealer. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, he's really slow because he has 2 heavy objects. So it's going to cost him 2 SP to get there. But then from there, I think he's going to have fun launching a bunch of spells towards these guys. Okay, so let's use those 2 SP to move. Now, he moves at 4 because this is heavy and this is heavy. 6 minus 2 is 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use an extra SP to move twice again. So it's going to be right over here. Now from here, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you know what? From here, his SOI is 6. He could have actually attacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think he's good. Yeah, I don't think he has to move. So let me give him back 1 of those SP. So he started at 4, used 1 to move. And now from here, he can do both a Gore Shot, a Euthanasia, and a Root the Mind. So he's going to go absolutely crazy. So let's start off with the Root the Mind. It's going to cost 1. Then I'm going to do Euthanasia. It costs 2. And then I'm going to do a Gore Shot. So I'm going to go in this order. All right, so this one's going to cost, need to be exhausted. Now my casting is a gray. And it's auto-empowered because of my evil doll, just like in the previous mission. It's going to be gray plus this. Oops. Now, what am I trying to hit? They have a block of a red and a green, which is really high. Actually, I can get rid of this card. So let's see what I get. So it's going to be, oh, it's going to be a miss. All right, well, that's going to deal me 3 damage. That's a fun way to start. Okay. Dangers of auto-empowering. Now it's going to be the Euthanasia spell, which I already paid for. See what happens. Well, this is going to be really high. It's going to be almost impossible for them to get it. It's going to be 10 plus 3, 13, plus 6, 19. Well, they're not going to get 19 on this, are they? Oh, they got 16, which was close. So that's going to be 6 damage plus a wilt on that guy. And then I'm going to do a Gore Shot. Well, this one's not a high roll at all. This is going to be 6 plus 6, 12. And then this is going to be for 12. Oh, a 9. Okay, so let's deal myself 2 damage to deal 6 more damage. Mine as well. 6 more. I'm going to have to deal myself another 2. And that's going to exhaust Gore Shot as well. And there you go. I think Zeke is done. So let's put this card away. Alright, and up last is Damocles. Now, I'm not sure what his card says. First time we're going to be using him. So let's take a look. So he's going to have a 6 limit instead of 5 like all our other characters. So we can give him haste. Kind of sucks. His stamina is 6. For the first time each turn that he is dealt 2 or more damage in a single source, he gains a Vow token. I'm going to have to go get those Vow tokens in my box. Blood Pact, he has like that rage thing where he can deal himself as much damage as he wants up to his life to deal that much damage back to the target. So if he really wants, first attack 20 plus 22 damage, but then he'll kill himself. Probably not a good idea. Alright, Sinful Privilege. When choosing the target of an attacker's spell, he may instead target somebody who's adjacent with no penalty of line of sight and range. That's okay. He doesn't have any range attacks, so, you know, I don't know how useful that's going to be. Ring of Blood. When he deals damage to an opponent, he heals for 2. That goes pretty well with Blood Pact. He might deal himself 2 damage to heal himself 2. Not bad. Hammer Helm, same thing that Rook has. So you can re-roll any dice in his combat pool. And then finally, he's got his base attack here. It's pretty much his only attack on his card. Okay, so let's move. I guess he's starting with 3 SP. All right, he's not going to make it. So we're going to spend 1 because his movement is actually only, if you look at his card, 5. All right, it's down here on the bottom right. So he's all the way in the corner down here. So even if he moves at 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's there in the corner. He's going to have to spend all his SP to get in there. So if he spends all his extra 2, he's going to gain +4 movement. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's still not even close. There's not even something he can do to exhaust and get a benefit. So he's done. All right, so there you go. That was the end of the round. Now, so I don't forget, let me change this to 2. Whoops, sorry about that. I had to reshoot this section actually because I did make a mistake with the totem. I'll write a note in the video, but it's supposed to start here and not here. So as soon as somebody gets into melee with these guys right now, we're gonna pop the totem. All right, so let's redo the initiative row here. Let's give it a good shuffle. Let's cut it, and let's use up first. Let's just hope that the animates don't go first. Nightingale, Damocles, Patrick, Remy, and then there you go. Okay, so Nightingale's up first, so this is going to be pretty easy. Thankfully, she goes first, so she's not going to actually trigger the totem no matter what. She's up here. She's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think from here she's fine. Actually, you know what? She's going to stay down here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's going to stay as far away as possible. I think that's a good idea. All right, so let's move. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, so it's going to be 1 to move. Let's do 2 to attack. I might as well do the down the masses again, so I can do that same trick that I did last time. So I'm going to attack 1 animate, then I'm going to attack the other animate, and then with this, I'll be able to attack the first animate again. All right, so it's going to be a red and a green. Okay. Let's see. Let's attack the red one so I can try to attack it twice. I'll attack the red one, then the purple one, and then the red one again. Now, for the first one, I'm not going to get a negative to my attack, but the second one I will. I believe I get a -2, maybe. Am I going through my own character there? I'll have to double check the chart. All right, but this is the first attack. I need a 13. Let's see what happens. Wow, I'm rolling really well today. Let's see. This is exactly 15 minus 13 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage in total. I do have armor piercing, so that's going to be 7. That's about it. Let's give him another 7. So 6, 7. Oh, plus the wilt, that's an extra 2. So 4. All right, so he's at 22 out of 30. So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to do my Paradigm Assault, obviously. So what token do I want to give out? I think I'm going to hand out haste tokens so we can get more SP efficient. And I think I'm going to give it to, well, I was going to give it to Damocles, but he's immune to this haste token. So let me give it to, let's give it to Zeke. Why not? He has to launch a couple of spells, maybe a couple of euthanasias to kill these things, so that'll be fine. Okay, so that was my first attack. Now my second attack, I'm going to, I believe if you go middle to middle, it doesn't actually cross this little square. Let me double check that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 away and up 1. So it's going to be this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the one right above me to the left, to the right, is not going to be in the line of sight. All right, so I'm going to get just -1. So I need to hit a 14 on this. And it's a 13. Oh, so close. It's going to be a 13, so that's going to be a miss. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I'm going to exhaust an arrow, boom, to exhaust this, boom, to re-attack the red one there. All right, so let's see, I need a 13 now because it's a straight shot right there. And boom, that's a hit again. Okay, so it's going to be 14 minus 13 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with wilt, 7, 8. And that's going to be enough to kill him because I'm going to take off his armor again because like usual I'm going to exhaust this arrow to then exhaust this to get armor piercing. Straight 8 damage added to his 22 is going to be 30, so that's going to kill him. Right? Hopefully I calculated that correct. That's going to give me a loot, which is going to be 12 coins. Let's get rid of the wilt. Alright, so that's pretty good for Nightingale. Is there anything else she needs to do? No, she's got 1 SP to hold on to. She didn't even have to use Kill the Messenger. She's got a couple of dodge things over here, which will help. There you go. She's done. Okay, so up next is going to be Damocles. Now what he's going to do is he's going to walk in. I'm not sure what this is going to do, but as soon as he walks over there, so if we give him his 3 SP, he's going to use 1. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we're going to pop this. Let me go read the book. I'll be right back. Okay, well, that's interesting. This totem actually is going to spawn a living oblation over here. This little girl, mage character, and it's going to spawn her ether, which is going to be the spirit blade. So let's add them to the card row. I believe it's going to go like this. Now, it also says it's going to swap spaces with the farthest adventure inner SOI, which is only going to be Damocles. Everyone else is blocked with the hindered the impassable terrain over here. So let's swap spaces, see what happens here. So it's going to be like that. I'm just going to look this way. But she's not done. She's holding dynamite. I'm not sure exactly what the dynamite does, but she throws it at the character who's the farthest inner SOI. Now her SOI is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This token is actually going to go right on top of Zeke right over here. I'm not exactly sure how this explodes. I'm going to have to go double check the rulebook. But for right now, let's not waste time. Let's continue our turn because we're not over just yet. All right, so we added their cards to the card row. Let's shift everything over just a little bit. Okay, so it's still Damocles' turn. So he's going to have 2 SP. Now what does he do? I think he got transported to the other side. I think his goal is to defeat the Spirit Blade here and maybe go activate this totem. There's absolutely nothing else for him to do. So let's do Soul Carver here. It's going to be a 2 SP, which I'm going to pay right now. It's going to be a red and a green. So now what am I trying to hit? I'm not sure what his defense is. I don't have his card right now, so let me roll and then I'm gonna go double check his card. Well, you know what, 9, guaranteed that was gonna be a miss, so I'm gonna go get his card later, but let's not waste time. I'm gonna go get it now. Okay, so that's gonna be it for Damocles. Unfortunately, he's done, and that's it. So now the living oblation is gonna go. Let's go get her card. I do have it right here. Okay, so she's got Nibble and her SOI is 6, which is really annoying. Okay. So is there an opponent adjacent and all allies and an ally within 6 spaces? Well, there's no opponent adjacent, so continue down. Is there an opponent within SOI? This figure has at least 10 damage. This figure has at least 10 damage. No. So we're going to go on to the next one. Is there an opponent with SOI and this ability has not been used in the account? Yes. So she's going to use the Minos of Contractor against the opponent with the most damage. So that is going to be, let's look around the table. So he's got 0. Patrick has 4. This is actually going to be against Zeke because Zeke is in her SOI and he has 5 damage. All right, so let me go get the Minos card. I'll be right back. All right, so here's the card. It's the one that we've seen in other missions. It deals damage equal to their conviction check. And who's she targeting? She's actually going to target the person with the most damage. We already know who that is. It's going to be another attack against Zeke because, let's see, 0 again. Yeah, it's going to be Zeke because he's at 5 damage. Now I got really lucky with that because Zeke has actually the worst conviction check you can imagine. He has a teal and a purple. So let's get a teal and a purple. Straight up damage to Zeke. Oof. Oof, 11 damage. That actually really hurts. So let's take 11. Boy, is that 16 damage? Wow. Okay, that was unexpected. So let's get rid of the card. And she's pretty much done, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right, so she's not going to be doing that spell again. So that was her turn. Now it's going to go on to the Spirit Blade. Let me go get his card. All right, so we already know what he does from previous missions. He's going to do his cave sickle type of thing where he's going to attack. Then if he hits, do another attack. If he hits, do another attack. And then after that, he's going to do an attack that gets +1 to the attack for the amount of attacks that he's done this round. Okay, just a lot of basic attacks. And he's going to be rolling a couple of red according to the Living Obligations dice pool. So what are we trying to hit with Damocles? His defense is actually pretty horrendous. It's only 12. So he only has to hit 12 with these 2 dice. There's a chance that Damocles actually dies with these 4 attacks. All right, so let's start rolling. So first attack. Oh, it's A miss. All right, maybe I got a ton of damage. Unlucky with that roll, but I got super lucky with this roll that just missed. All right, so he's going to skip this one and this one. He's going to go straight to his then attack, prioritizing a figure. Attack gains plus X to the attack, where X is equal to the amount of times he attacked the target this turn. So it's going to be +1. All right, so let's see. So, oh my god. Wow, really lucky. All right, so he's going to miss both attacks. That was pretty phenomenal. And that's going to be it for the Spirit Blade. Okay, I'll take that, no problem. Oh, by the way, I did forget to mention that when we threw the dynamite here, it goes on its lit side, obviously, because if we're holding on to it, it's unlit. As soon as it enters the board, it's going to be on its lit side. That means at the end of this round, I believe, or the end of the next round, it's going to blow up. I'm just going to double check the rules after. All right, but obviously Zeke is coming up. He's at the end. He's going to end up getting off of that space where it blows up. Okay, so let's go see Patrick's board. All right, so he's got 1. He's got haste, so he's going to go up to 5. Oops. All right, so he's obviously going to use 1 to move. So let's look at his board here. Yeah, I think we're going to go all out here and try to take out the living obligation here. So let's pay 1 to move. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stay right over here. I think that's fine. Let's just give her a couple of shotgun blasts here. I'm probably going to be able to attack her 4 different times to try to take her out. Okay, so spend 2 to attack. And then I'm going to spend 2 to reload. And then do blood toll to attack again. So in total, I'm going to have 4 attacks. All right, so let's get to it here. It's going to be a black and 2 green. What am I trying to hit? Where's their card? I believe it's 13. Yeah, it's going to be 13. So just like the Blight Guardian, it's trying to hit 30 and 13, which is pretty much the same. So I took out the Blight Guardian with no troubles. Hopefully I'd be able to take her out with no troubles. So let's get to it here. First attack. That's a phenomenal way to start. He's like the Punisher. He just goes in and just wrecks. So that's gonna be 16 minus 13. We're already starting at 3. Oh wait, sorry. Before I started, whoops. I'm always gonna forget this, but I'm always gonna do Imbue Fear as his first attack. So he can give darkness and he gets +2 to his damage. All right, I just can't forget that. All right, so 3 damage, double shield here, 6 damage, double shield here, 9 damage, star, 12 damage. Yeah, 12 damage plus Imbue Fear, so 14 damage. All right, so start off there. So 14 is going to be 5, 5, and 4. All right, boom. All right, now I'm going to try to do the Imbue Fear. So let me get the card. All right. So it's going to be Force X plus the difference. The difference was 3, and the force is going to be 6 plus the level, so it's gonna be 8 plus 3 is 11. All right, now her check is 2 green. Well, she's probably gonna get 11 with 2 green. Yeah, barely 12. All right, so she doesn't suffer from darkness. All right, but that was my first attack. Let's keep attacking. So, I mean, I almost took off half her life with 1 attack. I don't even think I'm gonna need to do that many attacks. Well, there you go. So I think I'm going to need those attacks if I keep rolling like garbage. So that was a complete miss. All right. So, well, we already talked about it. This is going to turn over. That was both his attacks. I'm going to spend 2, flip the gun back over, do blood toll. Sorry, this should be exhausted. This is exhausted. It's going to give me 2 SP back, and then I'm just going to spend these 2 to attack. Wait, I did have to damage myself for 2 for that. Can't forget. And there you go. I got 2 more attacks against the lady. Let's see if we can take her down. All right, that'll sort of do. That's not bad. So 13 minus 13 is 0. All right, but double shield 3, double shield 3. So that's going to be 6 more damage. Are we going to make it? Let's see. 5 and 1. So we're at 20. Whoops. We're at 20. Okay, and final attack here. Let's see if we can take her out. I just need 1 massive roll. Let's see. And that might do it, because I'm going to use my my book ability now for sure. Might as well use it. Do this. So it's going to be 15 minus 13 is 2. Double shield 5, star 8, double shield 11, double book 13, double book 15. That's 15 damage on top of 20. That's more than 30. She's gonna die. Boom. Fantastic roll. All right, that's gonna give me a combat loot. 9 more coins. And I think that's all Padrick is going to do. I still haven't used Kill the Messenger, which is pretty funny. I'm going to do Proof of Divinity while I'm here. I did forget to do it last turn, I think. And let's give a Courage token to Nightingale. All right, so I have Remy and Nightingale with Courage tokens, hopefully to take out that Animate in the next couple of rounds. All right, so that was his go. Now it's going to be Remy's turn. Okay, so let's give Remy her SP. Let's obviously use 1 to move. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go right up there in personal with the animate. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do while I'm there? I'm gonna use like the shadows just to get on this other side, just in case somebody needs to get there. So we'll have some flanking. So let's do that. The shadows right there. And let's get right over here. Actually, no. You know what? I won't, because if I get there, then it's gonna trigger this totem. Yeah, so if you actually look at it, as soon as somebody crosses where this animate is, this totem's actually going to trigger. So let's actually pause on that. I take that back. All right, let's take that back. All right, but I am going to end up attacking here for sure. So let's do 2 to attack. Actually, you know what? Let me do my blade works first. Probably makes more sense. Let's empower. Well, no, because I have courage. So as long as I'm hitting, I'll be hitting with the courage. So let me not spend my... you know what? Yeah, let's spend it. Let's empower. Why not? So it's going to be a green, a red, and a black. All right, let's get my dice. So what are we trying to hit? We're trying to hit a 13. Now, unfortunately, Remy really sucks against armor. She has no like armor piercing stuff. I should get her a sword with armor piercing. It might help. But here we go. Yeah, so... You know, we're going to be doing a little bit of damage every time. But what's going to help is the courage, because the courage is at least like 4 damage every time. So let's put the courage token. Let's get her sword. So it's shields 1, stars 3, and I have a follow-up that I can give it darkness. So it's going to be 13 minus 13, 0. Actually, wait, it's a miss because he's in the hindered terrain. So never mind. That's actually a miss. Actually, wait. So that I don't miss, I'm going to re-roll that 4. So actually, it's on this card, this ability. I can exhaust it to re-roll a die. Let's do that. Let's re-roll that 4. As long as it's a 5, it's a hit. Come on, baby. Come on, come on. There you go. It's an 8. That's a lot better. All right, so now 17 minus 14 is going to be 3. I'm losing my track here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. 9 with the shield on courage. 9 damage. Now double stars, an extra 6. So it's going to be 15 damage. Awesome. All right, and I think that's it because the books don't do anything. Yeah, so 15. Let's go 5, 5, 5. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I don't lose courage, which is good. I am going to do my follow-up, though. It says follow-up, inflict darkness if the force is 9 plus the difference hit. Now, the difference hit was 3, so it's going to be 12. And he's going to be rolling, let's see, it's going to be a red and a green, so these two, trying to get a 12. And he got a 9. Wow, I am rolling like a champ today. All right, so let's give him a darkness chip. It basically cancels out his bonus from the green hindering terrain there. So that's fine. All right, so obviously I'm going to keep attacking. Let's spend, you know what? Let me spend all 3. Yeah, let's do it. Spend all 3 to attack. So I'm going to be rolling these exact same dice. Let me move my courage token and my weapon to the side. Let's do this. And it's a miss. Could I re-roll that in any way? I mean, I could waste a bunch of different abilities to do so, but I don't want to waste my cards, so I think she's done. That's going to get rid of my courage token, unfortunately. Now, because she hit with her first attack, that's actually going to give an SP to Padrick because of his divinity skill. If somebody with courage hits, he gets an SP only once per turn, though, so that's all he's going to get this turn. All right, and let's give this back to Remy. If I can pick up the card, which I can't because I got no nails. Like so. Now I can chuck a red knife, but I'd rather keep that for later. Actually, you know what? I missed an attack, so I'm going to actually use my aligning machine right there. to attack again. So right there. So that's going to be a red, and unfortunately I can't empower it, so it's going to be straight up just this. So let's see. This is going to be 13 on 13. 1. Oh, I did forget to remove his armor on the previous damage. Sorry about that. This is actually going to remove 3 from here. So it's going to go back to 2. Sorry about that. Now this is going to be 13 minus 13. 1 damage. Nothing's going to happen. Alright, so that was that. Next, what I'm going to do is, let me use my friend over foe ability right over here. Alright, this allows an ally to attack somebody that I attacked this round. So I'm going to have, unfortunately she's going to get a -2 to her attack, but let's give her a try. Nightingale right over here. So she's going to be rolling the exact same dice here with a -2 modifier. So that's going to be straight up a miss. 12 minus 2 is 10, and there you go, that's it. So I think Remy's done. Looks like the animate's going to go. So what the animate is going to do, let me get his card. So he's going to do his first thing. Oh, first he's going to heal for 4, which kind of sucks, but turn this into a 3. Boom, so he's at 8. All right, so what he's going to end up doing is he's going to end up attacking Remy. If he hits, he's going to attack her again, and then he's going to move away. All right, so it's going to be a green and a red and a black, right? Because he always empowers his first attack, and only if he hits, then he's going to do that second one. All right, but before we do anything, let's tap a couple of her abilities here. Let's use ninjutsu here to dodge. And then let's also use her pet. I don't use it that often. I keep forgetting that I have it. But if I successfully dodge, I gain an SP back. So let's do that. Yeah. And I believe this is going to give me some extra bonuses. Yeah, and I get +1 to my dodge as long as I don't roll as long as I don't roll a skull. All right, so let me dodge first. So I believe this is going to be 12 plus my roll. Let me calculate that again. It's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 plus my roll. Wow, look at that. +5, 17. So you need to hit a 17 on this. Not likely going to happen. Yeah, you got an 8, so he's going to miss. So let's put this away. Now, because he missed, that gives me back an SP because of the pet. And now, because he missed, I might as well use it. I'm going to use my black hand here thing to do a counter. Right over there. It's not likely going to do much damage, but it's a free attack. Might as well use it. And yeah, it's 11. It's going to be a miss. Alright, so he's not going to do his Chains of Perdition because he missed his attack, and then he's going to move away by 2. So he's going to go 1, 2. And he's still going to have darkness on him. Right now, unfortunately, when I'm going to get in there, I'm going to have no choice unless I take him down with magic or something. This is going to trigger whatever that is. So let's do Zeke next. Now he only moves at 4, so he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? From here he's fine. He can actually hit because his SOI is 6. All right, so let's move 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so for Zeke, let's give him his SP. So it's 4, 1 to move. By the way, sorry, I made one small mistake earlier. This is the first mission that I have this equipped with him, and this automatically gives him haste as a passive ability. So when Nightingale gave him haste, he already had haste. So just so I don't have to change anything in the game, let's just pretend I gave him barrier instead, so it doesn't change or affect anything in the game so far. All right, there you go. Because he wasn't attacked in using physical damage yet. All right, so this should be unexhausted. All right, so I have 3 SP. I wonder what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 1 on here, 2 on here. So I'm going to do all these 3 spells. So let's start off by doing a Root the Mind. That's going to cost 1. All right, my check. Oops. My dice are going to be a black and a gray. And I'm trying to. His check is this. All right, so it's going to be 6 plus. Ooh, this is a horrible roll. It's going to be 6 plus 4. Now, can I re-roll any of these? You know what? I could use this, my Ethereum Couture, to re-roll any die except the black die and hopefully get better. So yeah, let me do that. I'm going to use this once per encounter ability. Put it back under here. All right. so I don't forget that I have it. And let's re-roll that 4, which is the worst possible value on this die. And I got an 8, so that's a lot better. It's 8 plus 6 is 14, so let's see if he gets 14 and paralyzed. No, he got 10, all right, which is good. Because if I had a 4 and a 6, 10, he would have blocked it, but now he suffers paralyzed, so we don't have to worry about him next turn, which is awesome. All right, so that was the root of the mind. Now let's spend 2 more to do euthanasia. Let's do it. My goodness, I keep rolling 4 shields. I need 4 books. All right, so this is gonna be 9 plus 6, 15. Let's see if he suffers wilt. Well, there you go, 8. So he's gonna suffer wilt. Right, he's got all kinds of conditions, and 6 more damage. All right, and then I think I'm actually, you know what? Might as well do a gore shot while I'm here. It gives me a chance to maybe get 4 bucks to deal him 6 damage. I don't think I'm going to be dealing myself any more damage. I'm already really damaged, so it's 11, sorry, 10, 16. Wow, that's a lot. So let's roll for that. Alright, well, it's going to be 9 plus 6, 15. Let's see if he gets it. Yeah, he got 15. Alright, so he blocked against the gore shot, which is the worst out of all the spells, so I'm kind of happy that happened. Alright, actually, I have to get rid of this card. She's dead. So this is going to be round 3 now. We're going into. Let me take all of these. Whoops, sorry. I keep forgetting to spawn my my summon. So at the end of Zeke's turn, he's obviously going to spawn the summon. Now I think what I'm going to do is place her right over here. Yeah. Oh, by the way, one thing that I did forget to do, I'll probably write in the notes. I was supposed to get a condemned token on Zeke with the Minos card. Sorry about that. Let me roll for that so he survives. I'm probably going to use her to remove that token right now. So this is going to keep on him. Sorry, it's supposed to be 2. So she's going to spawn. She's going to get her 3 SP. I'm going to add her card to the card row. She's going to activate right now before we go into the next round. Let's see what she's gonna do. I think what she's gonna do is give out a couple of dodge tokens, and sorry, 1 dodge token, and do a gore cleanse. Because he's paralyzed, he's not gonna do anything. There's no point of attacking him or wasting an attack when she can do other things. So let's spend 2 on this, 1 on this. So she's gonna take 3 damage in total. Wow, that's quite a bit. That's gonna be all 3 of her SP. Let's remove condemn. So Zeke's not condemned anymore. And let's also give a dodge token to, if I'm looking around, you know what, let me give a dodge token to, let me give it to Zeke. I mean, he has a lot of damage. He might need all the help he can get. So let's do that. All right, so that was going to be the end of the round, all right, which would have been the second round. Now we're going to reshuffle the card row here. Put everyone where they belong. Now I did read the book. The lit token or dynamite is gonna blow up the round after it was lit. So she threw it, we finished the round, so at the end of next round, I believe, then it blows up. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it works. Yeah, so now we're gonna do the next row. It's gonna be 3. So Nightingale is up. Padric, Damocles, Remy. Lots of characters on the row right now. All right, so let's start off with Nightingale. I think she's gonna advance and probably shoot this guy down, try to take him. Okay, so 3 SP. She's got 4. Use 1 to move for sure. Let's see. If she wasn't there, actually, I could have attacked both characters. Yeah, well, I didn't think of it, so too bad for me. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? Let's stay right over here. Yeah, let's stay right in the middle there. I don't want to get too close in case somebody wants to go there and shoot him to not trigger this totem just yet. But let's just stay right there. I'm going to get a -1, but he's darkness, so +1, -1 type of thing. So we're still trying to hit a 13. I'm going to roll this. I'm going to empower it. So I'm going to attack with an empower. So that's going to be all 3 of my SP. And yeah, that's gonna be everything. So let's empower it with the black die. Now hopefully I get the lowest value on one of these two dice so I can use Kill the Messenger. Well, you know what? If I'm gonna roll boxcars, that's fine. All right, that's an awesome roll. Actually, is this boxcars? Is there a 10 on here? Yeah, it is boxcars. So this is gonna be 18 minus 13 because of hindering terrain. It's gonna be 5 damage. 6. Sorry. Double shield is 3 and star is 3. As you can see here. So it's gonna be 5, 8, 11, 14, 17 damage with armor piercing. Boom, with wilt. So 19 damage. You know, 19 plus his 14 is more than 30. So he's gonna die, right? That's 30 life. Yeah, he's got 30 life, so that's it. He's gonna die. Well, he's gonna die anyway. He had paralyzed, so you know it was just probably this round for sure he was gonna die. All right, let's get rid of his tokens. Let's get rid of his little guy. That's gonna give me another combat loot, just 10. There you go. Let's get rid of this. All right, so while we're here, let's do Paradigm Assault. All right, so who doesn't have a haste token? I think I'm gonna give it to Remy. I love haste tokens, give you extra SP, very efficient. All right, so that's good. Is there anything else I want to do? I think I'm going to start using some of these heal tokens. You know what? Let me use both on Zeke, because Zeke's got 16 damage. I'll remove 12 of it. So 11, 12. So he's going to be at 4 damage now. All right, probably a little early to use these, but that's fine. There you go, and I think she's done. There's not much else she can do. Yeah, there you go. So next up is going to be Patrick. Now I got a couple of choices with Patrick. I can backtrack to activate this totem and see what's there, or I can just press along and see what's behind door this totem over here. Do I really want to backtrack? You know, my guys are kind of slow. I'm probably just gonna ignore that totem. So let's just advance here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna, oh boy. All right. So actually, if I go upwards, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and I'm gonna be right there. Okay, so it's gonna be his 4 SP. So it's gonna be at 5, which is fantastic. Use 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is gonna activate. I just went up ahead and read what it says, and it's gonna be very scary. We're gonna end up putting a Earth Lao right over here, and there's gonna be 3 Fragors, all right, that are going to appear on the south side of UM11, which is actually, where is UM11? This is UM11. I'm gonna double check that actually. But let's do that. I'm pretty sure it's at UM11, right over here. But anyway, I'm gonna do my attack and then double check where they go. I'm pretty sure it's like this. Let me put them in order. Type of thing like this. Well, it's on the south side, so I can just go like this if I wanted. Their cards are gonna actually appear right in between here. So let's do it like this. Okay, so Patrick's gonna do his attack now. Mr. Punisher, let's get to it. So he's gonna spend 2 to attack. I'm not gonna bother empowering because auto empowered. 2 green and a black, double attack. So what am I trying to hit? Let me go get their card. We are using their alternate card here, the Cerulean, I guess. We're trying to get a 12 plus 1 because hindering terrain. Let's roll those dice. All right, so 13. That's not bad, you know, especially with double green. Should easily get 13. There you go. So first attack here, it's gonna be 15 minus 13 is 2. I gotta remember that because I'm gonna have to do my. Sorry, keep forgetting. My first attack every time has to be imbue fear, so I can give it darkness. I can't forget. Anyway, it's 2. Plus 3 is gonna be 5. It's only 5. You know what? I'm gonna activate my book ability now because there's a ton of books there. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. plus imbue fear 13, 14. Sorry, 11, 12, 13. Right now, how much armor does he have? He has 5 armor. So 13 minus 5 is not a lot. 13 minus 5 is 8. Right, so 8 of, they have 36 life. Wow, that's quite a bit. Now, because I did imbue fear, cannot forget, maybe try to give it darkness. So it's going to be, the difference was 2, so 8 plus 2, 10. Oof, not great, but it's only going to be 2 teal dice. Let's see. And yeah, they got it. They got an 11, so they're not going to have that. Okay. That was first attack. Let's keep going. Second attack. Oh, well, that's a miss. That's not good. Okay, well, there you go. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to flip over. I already tapped it. I'm going to use 2 SP to flip it back over. You know the drill. I'm going to get back 2 SP. I'm going to deal myself 2 damage. Type of thing for blood toll. And that'll allow me to attack again. Alright, so let's attack again. There's going to be another 2 attacks. Alright, this is an extremely good roll because I'm going to use, like the messenger, finally I get to activate this ability all encounter long. I'm going to flip this 4 into a 9. This is awesome. 16 minus 13 is 3. Alright, double shield 6, star 9, double shield 12, double shield 15. 15, that's 15 minus 5 armor, it's 10 more damage. Alright, let's put a 5 and a 5. 5. 5. Let's put 3 and a 5. Groups of 5, easier to count. Alright, so that was my first attack. Now let's go on to the second one. Now I lost my kill the messenger, so I just really need a high roll now. Let's see what happens, and that will suffice. 13 minus 13 is 0, but it's gonna be 3, 6, 9 damage minus 5. It's only gonna be 4 in total. So let's do 5 and 2. So he's at 22 of 36. Man, this guy, whew, very beefy. So that's gonna be it for Patrick, I believe. I think I'm gonna do Proof of Divinity. Now, who doesn't have a courage token? Just looking around, Zeke doesn't have one, and Remy lost her. So I'm going to give it back to Remy. So her attacks are a lot better than before. And you know what? I'm going to do my Guardian Angel now. Even though it heals me for 9, I'm just going to get attacked by the Earthloud right now. So I'm losing out on 1 HP, but it's better than dying. All right, so let's do that. That's going to heal all of this. Actually, wait, let me double check that again because I got this new armor. So it's going to be 6 plus my base 12 is going to be 18. Yeah, it's 18 divided by 2. It's going to be 9. Yeah. So, yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to heal myself by doing that ability. And that's going to be it for Patrick. And now, before the Earthloud goes, let me double check where these guys appear. All right, sorry about that. They appear in the southwest corner. So they would appear right over here of tile UM11. All right, so that's good. Okay, so the Earthloud's up next. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to bash my face in. All right, so is there an ally in SOI without barrier? No, he's by himself. So that's good. Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, he is going to give barrier to the sword. Oh, no, that's horrible. It's already almost impossible to deal him damage. And now it's going to be even harder. All right, so that's that. Actually, yeah, he's going to... I'm going to double check the rules. I don't remember if the Loyal Esper stays on the field when the caster dies. Let me just double check that. I guess they stay, because even if Zeke dies, then mine stays. But anyway, let's just keep going on. Then is there more than one adjacent opponent? No. So it's going to go down. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? Well, obviously, it doesn't even have to move. It's going to attack Patrick right over there. So it's going to do move to be reach 2, whatever. Make an attack, and then push 4 and inflict paralyze force 13. Wow. Okay, so let's do the attack. Double green. Now, can Patrick do anything about it? I think he's going to use this ability to not take any damage no matter what he rolls. So yeah, let's just do this roll. It's trying to hit a, what's his defense? 13? Yeah, so this is going to be 14. Wow, 14. The shields are +2. Oh my god. So it's going to be 1 damage, 3 damage, 5 damage, 7 damage. You know what? I don't want to take 7 damage. It's way too much. Let's just use this ability here to not take any damage. Actually, I'm going to do the passive one first. If I roll a skull and I take no damage, 1 in 6, nope. Then I'm going to definitely use that ability. Once per encounter, do not take any damage. Let's do it that way. So that's going to be it for hit. Oh, I still have to do the reach 2 follow-up. So he did hit me. So he's going to push me 4 and inflict paralyze if I don't get force 13. Now, the good thing about Patrick is his conviction check is amazing. He's got a green here, and he's got this. Actually, wait, this was supposed to be flipped over, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, this one's going to give me a red now. So it's going to be a red and a green. And I just need to get a 13. I think this is probably above 50-50. 60% chance or something. And I only got a 12. Oh no, that's horrible. So it's actually going to push me. It's either going to push me this way or this way, whichever one is worse. I guess this way is worse because I'm going to take more push damage because I'm going to stop. Whereas this way, it's going to move further down, take less damage. So I'm going to go 1. I'm going to take 3 irreducible damage because I can't move anymore. 3 for that. And I'm going to be paralyzed. So let me get a paralyzed token. And so I don't forget, let me put it, actually, let me just put on this card. All right, so I'm probably going to use her to remove the paralyze this turn. All right, now he's done. All right, so he still ended up doing me some damage. So now the fraggers are going to go, but I believe they're going to do nothing. So is their opponent Jason? Could they, is their opponent within range 6? No. 1, 2, well, yeah, they're behind the bar here. Can it move and be adjacent? Otherwise, move towards the nearest opponent. Well, they're just going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just say it like that. All right, they're moving towards Damocles, who's the closest guy, and they're done. So now it's Damocles' turn. All right, well, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with Damocles over here. Maybe somebody can let me know the best course of action. There's no point of attacking the Spear Blade. This thing, well, especially with physical damage, it'll take forever to take him down, especially now that he has barrier. So I have a couple of options here with Damocles. I can either run away and maybe hide over here so I don't trigger this totem. And then this thing, all it'll do next turn is move a bit closer, not even attack me, and I'll be out of range of the fraggers who are just going to advance. Or I throw caution to the wind. I just go advance over here and try to take out one of these fraggers. But he doesn't have any abilities or anything because it's just the NPC, so he's kind of weak. I sort of need these fraggers to advance so my guys can shoot them across the way over here. So I think what I'm going to do is run away. All right, so he's going to get his 3 SP. He's going to use 2 to run and 1 to dodge because this thing's going to have an attack on me. All right, so I'm going to go at 6 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to be right over here. Not going to trigger this totem just yet. I'm going to trigger a break attack. So it's going to be my dodge first. So I don't dodge. And his attack's going to be a couple of red. All right, so let's see what happens. My defense is horrendous. It's only 12. Wow, super lucky. I rolled a 10, so that was a miss. So that's good. And I think that's going to be it for Damocles. So this guy, when he activates 1, 2, 3, 4, he won't even be in range. So it's fantastic. Okay, so that's going to be it for that. Next, let's go to Remy. She's standing right here. Pretty simple. Let's go try to take this guy down. Now, I don't want to be in that spot here because if I don't take him down, he has a chance to push me and then I'm going to fall into a pit. So I think I'm going to have to go right over here. All right, so let's take our 4 SP because of haste. Let's use 1 to move. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's use like the shadows to get right up there close and personal. Let's do a Blade Works attack and let's empower that attack. So let's see. I'm trying to get a 13. He's still in that hindering terrain, which is really annoying. So let's roll. Although, because actually wait, I'm supposed to get rid of this card. Because I have some guys coming up, and if I'm there, they're gonna get minuses into their attacks. You know what? Let's go right over here, and I'm just gonna pray that we can take this guy down before he activates again, so that she's not in a bad position. All right. So when I was here, I'm gonna do a like the shadows to get right over there. So now you still need a 13. Well, that's gonna be a missed attack. Oh, and I rolled box cards. No. Okay, I'm definitely gonna re-roll this because this is an awesome roll. As long as I can re-roll that black. Now, can I re-roll it with my sword? Let me double check this. Yeah, I could definitely. Thank you. Because there are a lot of abilities that you can't do it with the black die. So I'm gonna exhaust this to re-roll the black one. Now, hopefully, I don't roll a skull again. Oh my goodness, this is like rolling 3 sixes. This is awesome. So this is gonna be a ton of damage. I'm probably gonna take him out. So it's gonna be 18 minus 13 is 5 damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 6. 12 plus 6, 18 damage. Minus 5 armor is 13 damage. So we're gonna do 5, 5, and 3. All right, but actually I did forget one thing. I do have courage, so that's gonna be an extra 4. So an extra 4. So is that enough? 10, 20, 30, 37, 38, 39. He only has 36 health. Wow, I actually just took him out with Remy. That was really unexpected, but that's what happens when you roll 3 sixes, simulated sixes, and that'll take him out. That's awesome. All right, let's get a loot. So it's 9 coins. Now, is there anything else Remy was gonna do? Don't think so. She paid for her attack. She didn't have 3 SP left over. She did like the shadow, so she's stuck where she is. And I guess she's done. Not much else she can do. Yeah, so that's it. So up next is going to be Spear Blade. We already know what he's going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves at 4, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, his movement is... So he's really strong. He has 30 health. 13 defense, 4 movement. Oh, you know, I might just completely ignore this whole south side. Let's just send the guy over to finish off the mission, maybe. Probably the best idea. All right, so Elfie's gonna go next. First thing she's gonna do is we're gonna have to do another round. There's no way for me to send somebody to the exit right now, is there? No, because let's see. He's up next. He moves at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you can get to like here because he's really slow. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to go another round. That means I'm gonna remove the paralyze. So let's give her 3 SP. Let's take 2 damage and 1 SP to remove paralyze from Patrick, so you can activate. Up next, she has 2 SP. What else is she gonna do? She's sort of in no man's land there. I guess she's just gonna move closer. So she's gonna move. Let's keep 1. So she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hide right over here. All right, did not get in anyone's way. Make our way to the exit. Right, so she's done. Zeke is up last. He's gonna generate his 4 SP. He's gonna use 1 to move, so he moves at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna spend another SP to move another 2. 1, 2. You know, he's gonna use all his SP. So he's got 4 more movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's just do something like that. And there you go. That's the end of that. Earthlau is dead. Let's get rid of this card. So hopefully next turn we'll just run and get out of here. But unfortunately, this is actually going to clock to the 4th round. So we are going to see what's going to happen with the encounter. All right, sorry, small mistake. At the start of the turn where you put the 4th thing, Well, you're gonna go read the book, and it says the blighted guardian is gonna appear right there, and he's gonna push the card. Anyone that's in the way there sort of has to dive out of the way. Luckily, I have nobody there. That's fine. And then the card's gonna crash all the way to the end. All right, so that card's gonna fly across the map. All right, so because that was at the start of the round, I'm gonna shuffle the Blight Guardian card in here, and we're gonna reshuffle this. I did notice a second mistake as well. When I was reading for the fraggers, I was reading way too fast. You actually add a loot to the bottom left, and the fraggers have to spawn at the bottom. All right, they still wouldn't have had an attack against Damocles, because let's say he would have been here, he wouldn't have line of sight, right? So if we were to re-simulate that, they have to move 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 type of thing. All right, so let's just pretend it was like this. And now we're ready to go for the next round. All right, sorry about all that. So now, because Damocles is gonna get absolutely murdered by all these things, I think maybe send Patrick to try to shotgun that guy, but I'm definitely gonna try to finish the mission off this round before Damocles meets his doom. All right. So, well, looks like he's gonna die. Well, Spirit Blades are gonna go also, but then Patrick's gonna have a chance to take out the Blight Guardian before it activates. And here we go. All right, so I don't need the tracker anymore. Let's get to it here. All right, so the fraggers are gonna go. Let me get their card. Opponent adjacent, no. Is their opponent within range 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, only for the red one. So he's gonna launch a bulb. You go get a random bulb, and let me place it right over here. Right on top. You know what? Let me just put it in front. It doesn't really matter. Nobody else is gonna get affected by that. But it is gonna be a range 6 attack first, so the double green. So Damocles, looks like you're gonna die. That's for sure. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, he doesn't have line of sight because of the red wall right over here. So if you look at this little red wall sticking out, it would block line of sight to both of these characters. And actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he does have line of sight to Nightingale. So you know what? This actually will be an attack against. Actually, it says the farthest opponent. So let's see, farthest opponent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6 either way. Looking at the track, it is going to be an attack against Patrick, unfortunately. All right, sorry, I didn't realize that because I had to reset this section. So let's just do it. Double green against Patrick. Let's see what happens. Well, it's going to be a hit. Not a lot, not a big hit. 14 minus 13 is going to be, because of the hindering terrain, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 damage in total, 2 armor, so it's going to be 1 damage. That's okay. That's fine with me. Next thing is that now that bulb is actually going to go next to Patrick here to affect all 3 of these characters. So hopefully it's not anything massive like paralyzed. That would be really bad. And that's going to be it for the red one. And the other ones are all, couldn't move and attack an adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4. It won't be adjacent, so he's going to actually move towards the nearest opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's going to go, actually this one was supposed to move first. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. He's stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, type of thing. So there you go. The fraggers are done. Sorry for some little mistakes there. Spirit Blade's gonna go next. He's gonna move once. He's gonna do his attack. Oh, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good for Mr. Damocles. So there was nobody adjacent. He's gonna move and do his attack. It's gonna be double red. Let's see what it is. It's gonna be 12 minus 12 is a hit. It's gonna be 1 damage. Actually, he has 3 armor, so it's gonna be 0 damage. So it's 1 damage. That's it. So that's gonna be it for the Spirit Blade. Okay, now Patrick is up, and we're gonna have to figure out what that is. Okay, wow, I'm doing a lot of stupid mistakes on this one. I'm just not paying attention. When it was the attack here, it's actually against Zeke. I'm blind. That's Patrick. That's Zeke. So Before I calculated, that was 1 damage. Because Zeke has a lot of armor because of the ancient faceplate here, he would have taken no damage. Okay, so I just removed some damage from Patrick. Okay, now let's keep on going here. So Patrick's up next. Now, unfortunately, there's no way for me to actually get to the Guardian without actually activating that. So I'm hoping that it's just a muck token one, just so that we don't, all 4 of us get affected by whatever this is. So let's see, 1, 2. I mean, whether I'm here or if I go around the long way, it's still going to trigger it. So might as well run through the middle, attack the Guardian, and then just deal with whatever this token is going to be. Okay, so here we go with Patrick. He's going to generate 4 SP because of haste. Actually, he would have had 5 because Nightingale attacked and hit with the courage token, so that would have gave me +1 token. Sorry, I forgot about that. I was also, again, not paying attention. So let's use 1 to move. Hopefully I can reach there. Actually, I'm gonna have to use 2 to flip my gun over, so that's gonna be 2 there, so I'm wasting a lot of SP. I already paid for the movement. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get right here. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because I have 6 movement. I'm gonna get right there. Now this is actually gonna cause this break attack, and we're gonna see what this bulb is. I'm just hoping that it's a purple die worth of damage, so we all take a bit of damage. Let's see what it is. Inflict. Oh, this is even worse. Basically, disease is we lose all our positive effects and we can't get healed. So all these 4 characters. So that's going to be a barrier token for Zeke, a haste token for Zeke. Nightingale is fine. That's going to be a courage token and a haste token for Remy. And for Patrick, it is going to be a haste token that we're going to lose. All right, now I'm not going to bother putting out the disease tokens because we're close to the end of the mission. I'm probably not going to heal or get any more positive effects, but also with disease you can't get positive effects, so the only person who can get them is Nightingale. So I did my movement. Let's attack now. It's going to be 2 green and a black. 2 green and a black, and just like before, this thing has 30 health, needs a 13. Well, now needs a 14 to hit because he's in hindered terrain. I'm going to activate my Imbue Fear. Can't forget about that. So let's do it. What do I need? 14, yeah. 14. Oh, man. It's going to be hard to get 14. Let's see. This is 13, so that's not going to be enough. That's going to be a miss. Could I re-roll it? Let me actually look at my cards. I mean, I could. I could use this. Yeah. Oops. Camera froze. Yeah, so that was a missed attack. There's not much I can do. I'm just going to attack for my 2nd time. See what happens. Well, this one's going to hit. All right, so that one's good. So 15 minus 14 is only going to be 1. 4, 7, 10. With the star, 13 damage. Yeah, 13. 5, 5, and 3. All right, so those are both my attacks. I mean, at this point, might as well go all out. I'm going to do my fight drive. Now, unfortunately, this is going to flip over. Yeah, this is going to flip over. And if I attack again, it's just going to be 2 red, and that's it. It doesn't give me anything. But if I roll a star, at least I'll be able to flip my gun back over. Yeah, so let's do that. Actually, I didn't do my... Yeah, boy. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Blood Toll. I'm going to give myself 2 damage. I'm going to get my 2 SP. I'm going to use my 2 SP to flip my gun over. And then I'm going to use my fight drive to attack again with my gun. All right, so I don't forget, let me flip it over already. So I'm going to attack 2 more times. So what do I need? 14. Let's do it. Oh, that's a miss on the first one. And let's see. And, well, that's a hit on the second one. All right, so for this one, because I don't have any other opportunity to use this, let's use my book ability. Sorry, would have been on this side first, and then I'm going to flip it over. So 2 books is 2 damage. So it's going to be 17 minus 14 is 3. Double shield 6, star 9, double shield 12, double book 14, double book 16, and that's about it. So 16 plus 13 is 29. He's gonna have 1 life left. So he's got 1 life left. Let me just put the 5, 5, 5. You know what? He's got 1 life left. I'm just gonna remember he's at 1. All right, that's gonna be it for Patrick. Not much. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty much gonna kill him because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate this, which is gonna redirect damage that he's gonna deal me back to him, and he's just gonna die. So let's do that. So next is gonna be the Blight Guardian, who's gonna probably attack me. Hopefully, he doesn't push me or anything like that. So here we go. Make 2 attacks against the opponent with the most damage. Well, it's only going to be... yeah, I'm supposed to get poisoned or diseased because I missed an attack. Inflict disease, which I already have. So I'm not going to get diseased again. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to bother rolling. I'm already diseased. Make 2 attacks against the opponent with the most damage. So it's going to be a red. And I actually want him to hit me, so that I deal him damage back. So let's do this. 12. He actually missed. My defense is 13, I believe. So it's 9 plus 3 is 12. Actually, it is 12. So it would have been 12. But did he deal me any damage? Yeah. Let's just say he dealt me 1 damage. All right, or 2 damage or 3 damage. It doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over this card here, which deals magic damage back to the source. Read this card. After an opponent has dealt you damage, they're dealt magic damage equal to the damage they dealt you. All right, so that's gonna be a dead guardian. Now that is gonna give me a loot. So he's not gonna do a second attack because he died on. Oh, I got a monster loot that dealt with him. So I'll deal with that later. And that's gonna be his card. He's done. All right. Now he might have dealt me wilt. I think I still have to do the check about the wilt, but it doesn't really matter because what I'm gonna do now is with all these characters, I'm just gonna race to the end, just so that Damocles doesn't suffer a lot of damage. And you know what? I'm not gonna end up taking these guys out with any of these attacks. So it'd be kind of pointless to waste attacks. Let's see if I do 1, 2. See, Z can't even see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you can see the orange one. How much life do these guys have? Let me double check. 16 life. I mean, if I got really lucky, I can actually take one of them out and maybe get a loot token. But yeah, let me try that. So I'll try one time. Okay, so Alfie's gonna go. So she's gonna get her 3 SP. Let me just finish off properly here. She's gonna use 1 to move. So she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't really matter. She doesn't have range. Yeah. So you know what? She's just gonna run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's let her go over there. She's gonna do absolutely nothing. All right, done. Nightingale's gonna go up next. Let's see. She's gonna do a movement of 1 here. She's gonna take a couple of pot shots at this one, see if we can deal him any damage. Now she lost her courage, so she's gonna have to spend 2 SP for that attack. So she's just gonna have 1 shot at this, trying to hit a defense of 13. No negatives on the way. Oh, that's pretty good. It's gonna be 16 minus 13 is 3. 6. They don't have armor, so my barbed arrows come into play. So 9 damage on this thing. Oh, I might be able to take one of them out before I finish the mission. And she's pretty much done. She can't do anything else. She can't do paradigm assault because paradigm assault because everyone else is diseased. They can't take positive effects. So She's pretty much done. Let's just get through this as fast as possible. Up next is going to be Zeke. He's going to get his 3 SP. Now, he's over here. If he's here, he can't see him. So he's going to spend 1 SP to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from here, whoops. From here, he's going to launch. Sorry, that was 9 damage, right? From here, he's going to launch his spells. So he only has 2 SP left. So what he's going to do is a Gore Shot and a Euthanasia. So if he's going to spend 2 to do Euthanasia first. I'm just hoping to get the 4 books so I can deal the 6 damage. Oh, I got super lucky. So 4 books. Well, that makes up for the last like 10 attacks where I didn't get the 4 books. So it's going to be 6 damage. And then it's also going to be a 19. So what's their skill check? Is going to be a teal and a orange. So they need to get a 19 on this. Not going to happen. Ooh, they got 16. They rolled boxcars. What still doesn't help. So they're going to get wilt plus another 6. But guess what? Another 6 is actually going to kill him. Which is going to give me a combat loot. It's only 7. And that's it. That's it for Zeke. Damocles is going to do absolutely nothing. And then Remy is going to go. So she's going to use all her SP. So that's 3 SP plus like the shadows. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, she moves at 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like the shadows, 13 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plenty. I can even use my sword to go diagonally. But there you go. Actually, I did forget to blow this thing up early on in the mission. But there you go. I finished the mission. I left a lot of guys out there type of thing. I think I'm okay with that. I'm going into the next mission with a very healthy squad. But I left some guys out there. So let me know how you did. Kind of difficult mission in my opinion. I got really lucky with Patrick, Mr. Punisher, doing a ton of damage with a shotgun. So we'll see you in the next one. Later.